You don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know what I'm
You
saying.
are uneducated.
To say that Donald Trump is racist is the craziest thing I've heard.
Donald Trump.
Have you ever met Donald Trump?
Is systemic racism holding the black community back? Or has it become an excuse to avoid personal responsibility? Now, John was a little too white to handle this topic, so you got me. I'm Paris Rose from Jubilee Media, and this is Surrounded, where one brave soul faces a room full of disagreeers. Today, we're diving into policing in black communities, whether Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats, and the debate over systemic racism. I'm here with our featured guest, former police officer and conservative commentator, Brendan Tatum. I'm so happy to see you today. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm happy.
All right, you ready to take everyone on?
Oh, we about to get busy in here. So.
Oh, I love to hear it. Are you guys ready? Yeah! They sound ready. All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Officer Tatum, and I'm the host of The Officer Tatum Show, and I'm surrounded by black liberals. My first surrounded claim is Trump and Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats.
If you'd like to be the first debater, get to that chair in 3, 2, 1.
Naima, nice to meet you.
Naima,
Yeah.
nice to meet you as well.
Before I do my rebuttal, I would just like to know why you think that.
Well, there's a myriad of reasons. I think that conservative policies are more beneficial to the black community, is more beneficial to America, which black people are a part of America. And I think that policies like limiting immigration or illegal immigration, getting illegal immigrants out of this country, lowering taxes, all benefit black people as a whole. Religious freedom, you name it, every single policy that I can think about that Republicans have implemented, that they stand for, the values they stand for are all better off for black people.
Ain't no stand for nothing, cause we broke. I make an all right living, but we broke as hell because of Republicans, I promise you.
Than Democrats could ever dream of.
How have you okay. First of all, religious freedom is not just a Republican policy. I just want
No, the
that's
Republicans
just in the
are far
Constitution.
more believe in the freedom of religion than Democrats could ever dream of.
I don't want to harp on that.
Democrats
That's in the
wanna remove
Constitution. That's just not
religion
true.
from
But
every single aspect of life. No.
But I just want to focus on which one of Trump's policies specifically has been designed to help the black community.
Well, First Step Act has been designed to. I feel like you want to be confrontational more than you want to get to the bottom of a conversation. If you're 25 and under, the leading cause of death for you is being murdered by another black person.
Think you full of shit. That is the whole thesis of Up From Slavery.
No, it's
Did
not.
you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know what I'm
You
saying.
are uneducated.
To say that Donald Trump is racist is the craziest thing I've heard.
Donald Trump
Have you ever met Donald Trump?
Is systemic racism holding the black community back? Or has it become an excuse to avoid personal responsibility? Now, John was a little too white to handle this topic, so you got me. I'm Paris Rose from Jubilee Media, and this is Surrounded, where one brave soul faces a room full of disagreeers. Today, we're diving into policing in black communities, whether Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats, and the debate over systemic racism. I'm here with our featured guest, former police officer and conservative commentator, Brendan Tatum. I'm so happy to see you today. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm happy.
All right, you ready to take everyone on?
Oh, we about to get busy in here. So.
Oh, I love to hear it. Are you guys ready? Yeah! They sound ready. All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Officer Tatum, and I'm the host of The Officer Tatum Show, and I'm surrounded by black liberals. My first surrounded claim is Trump and Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats.
If you'd like to be the first debater, get to that chair in 3, 2, 1.
Naima, nice to meet you.
Naima,
Yeah.
nice to meet you as well.
Before I do my rebuttal, I would just like to know why you think that.
Well, there's a myriad of reasons. I think that conservative policies are more beneficial to the black community, is more beneficial to America, which black people are a part of America. And I think that policies like limiting immigration or illegal immigration, getting illegal immigrants out of this country, lowering taxes, all benefit black people as a whole. Religious freedom, you name it, every single policy that I can think about that Republicans have implemented, that they stand for, the values they stand for are all better off for black people than Democrats could ever
I
dream
like
of.
that shirt he
How have
got
you
on. His
okay.
Gucci.
But first of all, religious freedom is not just a Republican policy. I just want
No, the
that's just in
Republicans
the
are far
Constitution.
more believe in the freedom of religion than Democrats could ever dream of.
I don't want to harp on that.
Democrats
That's in the
wanna remove
Constitution. That's just not
religion
true.
from
But
every single aspect of life. No, no.
But I just want to focus on which one of Trump's policies specifically has been designed to help the black community.
Well, First Step Act has been designed to reverse the effects of over-policing from the past.
He has done that.
The First Step Act, yes, it was.
Okay.
To allow for people who were incarcerated with sentencing for drug dealing
Right.
and less violent crimes for them to have some relief. My uncle got out on the First Step Act.
Okay.
Urban revitalization,
Yeah.
injecting money into these inner city communities. Permanent funding for HBCUs, which Barack Obama never did. Donald Trump implemented.
Okay.
I mean, I can go down the list.
Yeah, so
I think that
we-
lowering taxes and all the other benefits that Americans get
Yeah.
is also beneficial to black
So
people.
it's funny because I've watched some of your videos, I've heard these talking points before, and I actually looked into all of these, and there's not a ton of quantitative impact on how those have actually affected just the black community. But let's talk about the Republican Party and Trump and his policies as a whole. Do you think that Trump reposting a video in which one of his supporters screams white power was beneficial to the black community?
I'm not familiar with some video that he posted.
Well, I mean, you should
What are
be,
you let's
though.
talk about Democrat policy.
You should be.
Let's
though.
talk about Democrat
no,
policy.
See,
What
no.
Democrat
Now you're
policy?
obfuscating. You are the one who has
It
the burden.
says
No,
right
I'm
here-
sorry. I do not want to be interrupted.
It says right here
I do not want to be
that
interrupted.
Trump and
You are the
Republicans are
one-
better than the Democrat
Yes, exactly.
policies.
So the burden of proof is on
it's not.
you.
Not in a
Yes.
trial.
No, this is how a
You're-
debate
you-
works.
you are-
You've made
you
a
are saying
claim that
that-
you have to substantiate, and you
You're
have yet to
saying
do that.
I am wrong. So how are you correct in that Democrat policies are better than Republican
Well,
policies?
actually, do you want to know my personal
with it.
belief is that the Democrats are fundamentally kind of apathetic to the needs of black people, while
Hold on. What? I can't open it. Been interrupting because so hold on. What is copyrighted? So Washington Jubilee is copyrighted? Okay.
It's not good in the black people hurt black people more than any other group.
If you'd like to be the next debater, get to the
Well, you can't watch Jubilee. I guess, bro. That's kind of weird to me. There. that sucks. Limitations. We live, but we trying to figure out what we're gonna be live about.
All right, so I was in the process of creating this intro to try my best to bring substance to this video as best as possible. Even with all the BS we know we're going to get from Officer Chubby Cheeks, I tried to make sure I bring the substance into my content. I tried, and I didn't like it. This here hit me more than any other video, conversation, interview I've seen with Officer Chubby Cheeks. This is an all-time low for me. This here demonstrated on why these racist white folks is paying him so much. He's earning his money on, like this is why he's getting the big money. And there is no other way to say this except for fuck Officer Tatum. I mean, any way imaginable. This level of bitch assness is so out of this world. I can't even respect him as a human being. Once you pass that threshold for me, you are no longer human to me. You are worse than Trump on his worst day. Officer Chubby Cheeks only exists
Chubby Cheeks is funny.
to further push propaganda and white supremacist talking points. I am convinced he has no mind of his own. And not like he's, has different opinions on X, Y, and Z. This guy is the embodiment of what it looks like for a black individual to be in the sunken place. I know you guys seen that movie. He is that guy. And he's comfortable. He's not even trying to escape. He wants to be here. I am fully convinced. I thought maybe he was just some grifter, some opportunist just trying to get the money, so he's willing to throw his own people, his own people's history under the bus. No, it is a lot deeper than that. Oh, it is a lot deeper than that. And we're gonna watch this together. and trust me, not all of it. Once again, the gray lines is for copyright purposes. I ain't trying to mess around and give these folks Jubilee my YouTube monetization money, because this right here, oh my God. And trust me, I struggled watching this 2-hour thing here. I struggled. I had to pause a few times to reevaluate my life and reevaluate, like, what? Are we just lost? You see what I'm saying? Like, this had me questioning, does God exist? I'm not joking. This is horrible here. But without further ado, we're just gonna watch this one convo with him and this one lady here. I always forget her name, but that's all I can show. I don't have the mental tolerance to watch more than just once. But without further ado, let's get into it. Hey, I got a quick question for you. Do you like the shirt that I'm wearing in this video that you're watching? Well, if so, I got some good news just for you. If you're a progressive, let your gear, let your apparel speak for you. Click the link down below, see what I got for you, and get you a shirt today. Back to the video.
Back again. Okay, so thank you for clarifying the prompt for us, because I was a little confused reading it.
Oh, and the prompt is, black people hurt black people more than any other group. I mean, there you go. Even the prompt on its own is like, bro, are you trying to fight?
So
Are
Jubilee
you
now
trying
is
to create
copyrighted.
conditions for someone to whoop on your ass? I'm just saying, like, you're trying to start a fight. That's what it feels like. But okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
White people hurt white people around the same rates. But I guess my question is like, starting when and how are you quantifying harm?
Okay, that's a great question. I think that we can go all the way back to the beginning if you want to in slavery, when the slave trade was proliferated. Black people enslaved each other.
Where?
In Africa. Black people enslaved other blacks in Africa and sold them all over the world. That, to me, that's an incredible harm of black people inflicting on other blacks and perpetuated across the world. Then you have slavery now perpetuated in South America. You have it in the United States of America. That is initial harm. I would argue that the point in time of slavery in America as we know it, I believe that white people hurt black people more than black people did.
Yes.
Now we go post-slavery.
Okay.
I believe that black people began to take the torch and destroy themselves or destroy other blacks more than any other group in America.
Okay, so let's start
Now,
post-slavery. I'm gonna ignore the thing
she
about black people.
continues, and he does this a lot, and someone checked him on it because he brought this up before. You know, every time people bring up slavery, they want to bring up, well, you know, black folks in Africa, they sold their own people. You're not talking about that. It is a clear distinction between slavery or owning someone in a sense of African tribes back then versus chattel slavery. America did it best. You want to talk about America being number one? We were number one in that. And unfortunately, we were the bottom of the barrel to end slavery when other countries were abolishing it. We're damn near at the bottom of the list. So once again, you can't say, well, you know, they sold blacks in Africa. Not to the extent and measure of chattel slavery. Go ahead and look it up, but let's continue.
People selling black people
Is
in
that not
Africa.
true?
Well, do you know how many black people were sold as slaves to each other in Africa?
Well, millions were sold in the slave trade around the world.
Are you talking about the transatlantic slave trade or before the transatlantic slave trade?
Transatlantic slave trade.
Okay, yeah, but that was by white people again.
Well, what you mean it was by white people? I'm saying that black people enslaved other blacks and sold them to white people. I think
they
that
were
was
primarily
was that not
kidnapped
true?
by the Portuguese.
There was not
The main-
primary
yes,
kidnapping.
the
It was an
main
actual
method.
legal slave trade that existed.
Yes, I
and
mean-
millions of transactions between
The
Africans.
legal slave trade that existed before the transatlantic slave trade was mainly based on when a tribe conquered another tribe, they were prisoners
Still
of
enslaved.
war, which is still enslaved, but it's different from the transatlantic slave trade when we're talking about black people hurting black people versus white people hurting black people, right? But I wanted to go focus on your claim about
Post-slavery.
post-slavery. Yes. So the primary, I guess, what do you think black people were doing post-slavery?
Well, you know, I think there's a period of time where there was an explosion of black excellence.
Yes, Reconstruction.
After slavery was abolished.
Right.
You know, we have black people fighting in the military, black people owning their own companies,
Yes.
building wealth. We have Black Wall Street.
Okay.
We have, you go on, so on and so forth.
Right.
And I believe that as black people begin to support Marxist theology, Martin Luther King and others put us in a path
Okay.
where
Let's
we
pause.
rely on the government more than our own resilience.
Okay.
And you cannot tell me that that's not true.
So let's pause because we just skipped like a good 30 years of history.
Now let me butt in. Once again, this is political commentary. I gotta do my damn job, okay? Give me a few minutes, damn it. But it is always beneficial for people like Officer Chubby Cheeks to cherry pick history. Throughout this entire conversation with plenty of people, he always wants to cherry pick certain parts of black history to be like, this was when black folks were at their best. But disregarding everything else during that time period that was happening. even when black folks after slavery, you know, some decades later, they were flourishing, I guess, but they still were getting ostracized. They were still getting mistreated, marginalized, lynched, everything under the sun you can think of. This was before Jim Crow. Let's not even talk about Jim Crow. And then after that, so he always wants to cherry pick certain moments and say, hey, black folks are doing amazing. You can't do that. You can't do that.
We just skipped like 3 decades.
I'm giving
of
you a
history.
summation from the 30s to the 60s.
Okay, yeah. So we did Reconstruction, and Reconstruction was ended, right? Because the South took back. At the time, we had Northerners in the South who were running the South so that the Union could stay together. Once the North left the South, Reconstruction ends, and that's when we see black people start to decline. It wasn't Karl Marx. Karl Marx didn't come in and
I said
say
Marxist theology. I didn't say Karl Marx.
It wasn't Marxist theology. I mean, we're just ignoring the history of sharecropping. That's ignoring the history of Jim Crow, right? You think that Karl Marx was worse for the black community than Jim Crow segregation?
Let me argue this point. Capitalism has rescued and made successful so many people of different backgrounds and demographics. That's why America is so great. What I'm saying is that black people being resilient, operating through capitalism, and believing in themselves and being self-sustainable was the best path for blacks, and they were successful in that. When they begin to rely on the government.
And okay, and once again, I hope many black folks watching this understand their history more than this piece of shit here. If you look at Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, and this wasn't the only quote-unquote Black Wall Street, but this was the more famous and well-known. It wasn't just capitalism that made them successful. If you understand the collective ideas and the collective process that they understood, I gotta rely on you, and I know you gotta rely on me to make this shit work. That's part of the socialist ideology, the collectiveness, more than the individual mindset, which capitalism magnifies the individual over the many. Socialists, to put it in a nutshell, is the collective over the individual. And for black folks to succeed and thrive and make it during those times, you had to rely on one another, because there was no one else to watch your back. Read some motherfucking history. So to blame it on capitalism is a spit in the face of black history. I'm just saying, bro.
Begin to rely on handouts, begin to listen to foolish things that people like Martin Luther King said. It caused us to be more dependent on the government, less dependent on ourselves, and now you see decline in multifaceted areas.
Okay,
consistent. Let me say, I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you speak.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that when you look at other groups, minority groups, they did not fall for that. You look at the Jewish population, look at immigrants that came over here. They were self-sustainable. They worked within their community. They built wealth, generational wealth.
I want to
amongst
watch
each other.
this so bad,
They did
bro.
not form out
But they don't want none
their
to watch it.
existence
Also,
to
the
the
Can I say it now,
government is
please?
funny.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
So, the other immigrant groups that you're talking about, first of all, were not subject to Jim Crow segregation laws. But do you? I just want you to answer.
Jews were subject
I just
to
want
Jim
you
Crow
to
laws.
answer this question, yes
No.
or no.
Okay.
Do you think that?
To the, bro, like no, bro, you fucking know this. No, they weren't. And let's just even take that. Okay, let's just say, sure. Does that make it any better? You're comparing a small percent of a people versus millions of African Americans. Hello? I mean, you see what I'm saying? He's always trying to conflate every single point. Not even trying to give black folks the benefit of the doubt. That's evil right there.
Karl Marx hurt the black community and his ideology hurt the black community more than Jim Crow segregation?
I have to think that through. Jim Crow segregation.
What is there to think about?
Because you're
By the way,
acting.
Karl Marx is white, so
listen,
that would still be a white person in the black community. Just saying.
But then Martin Luther King embraced his theology.
Okay, but so,
which is a black man leading the black community off a cliff. Now let me just say this.
So you think
I'm
that- wait,
saying
so
that
Carl,
every black
then let
person
me
was
ask
not
you that
subject.
question.
Every black person was not subject to Jim Crow laws. Every black person did not live in the South. There was a lot of successful black people during that time period. I mean, I will give you an example.
The Harlem Renaissance, of course.
I'm gonna give you an example of black people who were incredibly successful through what? Capitalism. We see Madam C.J. Walker, the first female millionaire out of any race, very successful in the late 1900s, late 1800s,
Okay,
early
but that's
1900s.
one
That's
person.
not just one.
That is
we have
one
we have a
person.
tremendous amount of success.
My friend, it feels
George
like you're
Washington
forgetting.
Carver. We have.
I let you talk for a long time.
okay.
I would like my turn to speak.
Bro, if you can name the successful black folks during that time out of millions of black folks, that's not the majority. That doesn't represent the entire black population. Out of a room of 100 people, one person succeeds. You can't say, hey, we're all winning in here. No. That doesn't reflect the reality of millions of other black folks. And to add on, they were still subjugated to racism, no matter how successful they were. Just because they had some money doesn't mean that racism didn't come their way. Racism only targets poor black folks. No, who cares on how much money they have? During that time, if you was black, your ass was discriminated against. I don't understand. The money doesn't matter. The money doesn't buy you out of this racist system. We even see it today. What was his name? LeBron James was like, when they wrote the N-word on his garage door, it hurt him because he said, no matter how successful I got, they still seen me this way. And I'm paraphrasing. It don't matter how much money you got. At the end of the day, like Kanye West said, I know a lot of folks don't like Kanye, but this is old Kanye. He said, you're still a nigga in a coupe. That's all you is to these white folks. Somebody better tell Officer Chubby Cheeks.
I feel like we're completely jumping over history. We go from slavery to Martin Luther King, then all the way back. We ignore the history of sharecropping, right? We've completely glossed over sharecropping. We've completely glossed over Jim Crow laws and how much wealth was stolen from the black community. We've completely glossed over the Tulsa race riots, and when black people did succeed under capitalism, those communities were destroyed. We've completely glossed over eminent domain and how much of the black community was taken, like literal black.
Let's talk about.
Like what about Seneca Village?
Let's talk
like,
about
what about
Black
any of
Wall
these
Street.
communities?
Let's talk about Black Wall Street. Are we on the same page of what happened in the Tulsa riots? Tulsa race war?
It depends. What do you think happened?
Well, I know what happened. There was a conflict between black and white people. There was a fight between the two. White people got the best of black people in Tulsa.
Then no, we are not on the same page.
Well,
no.
let me finish and you tell me where I'm wrong. In that fight, there was a lot of black businesses destroyed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They rebuilt, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years later, and they begin to continue to succeed. Is that not factual?
No.
What's the truth? What happened then?
I mean, the truth is that a community.
Okay. Now this is where information is very important, and why platforms like this doesn't do facts any good, because what he just described is way off from reality. Not even close. Let me just read you just a little bit. I mean, it's a thick piece of paragraph, but we need to understand the history. And then when you hear this piece of shit talk, you understand he is being disingenuous on purpose. I didn't have to go to some, Eastern cave, go through the jungles and fight off, you know, evil spirits to obtain this information. This is all public information that he's choosing to ignore and rewrite. Let me read it. In the early 20th century, the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, known as Black Wall Street, was one of the most prosperous black communities in the United States, built by black entrepreneurs and professionals who created largely self-sufficient economy of hotels, restaurants, stores, theaters, churches, and hospitals, and other businesses despite Jim Crow segregation. On May 31st to June 1st, 1921, that community was almost completely destroyed in a Tulsa race massacre. Even the word tells you the extent of this moment. It wasn't a riot. It wasn't an issue. It was a fucking massacre. The Tulsa Race Massacre, when a white mob triggered by a false accusation against a young black man, of course, looted, burned, and leveled about 35 city blocks over roughly 18 to 24 hours, killing an estimated 100 to 300 people, leaving 8,000 to 10,000 homeless, detaining thousands under armed guard, destroying roughly 1,256 homes and 191 businesses, and costing property losses about $1.8 million in 1921. And today, that's tens of millions today. I'm just saying, with nearly all insurance claims denied, after which residents partially rebuilt the district themselves, only for it to suffer further lasting damage from mid-century urban renewal, highway constructions, and redlining that erased generational wealth and contribute to persistent economic disparities, still felt a century later. End of story. End of story. You may not like the facts, but that doesn't give you the right to rewrite it, to whitewash it, to benefit your argument, officer piece of shit. I'm just saying, bro, if it's one person I would risk it all, it's on him. I risk all of this right here. Give me one room, no cameras, nobody else, me and him. Just give me a few minutes. That's all I'm saying, bro. Trust me.
Community of successful black people who were succeeding under capitalism were directly targeted because
they were not
of
directly
that
targeted.
success.
It was a conflict.
Yes.
It was a conflict between a black man, I believe it was a black man.
It started
and
when a
white.
black man was accused of lynching,
No,
or not
it
lynching,
was
was
not
accused
lynching.
of raping a woman. And then because of that, there was this
The
anger and
inappropriate
a mob
behavior
started.
inappropriate behavior with a woman. There was a conflict that occurred.
No.
The first shots rang out from black people, shooting and killing several white people. And
So
then
how-
No, false. False once again. I heard this story before this video. I made sure I did my research. A white guy tried to take a black veteran who served in the military, tried to take his weapon on him, his personnel, his weapon off his person. Tried to take it. And of course he ain't gonna let that shit happen. So it was a wrestle with the gun. Bad, some shots went off. White man down. I'm just saying, keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. But once again, Mr. Officer Piece of Shit Chubby Cheeks is not gonna tell you that. He wants to tell you the black folks were the aggressor. And white people were just so innocent. Like throughout every other point of history. Oh, they were just so innocent. Black folks just always stepping out of bounds and starting things. I told you, I'll give Officer Piece of Shit a reason to not like black folks.
How many black people were killed in total?
I don't know how many black people were killed in total. I just know black people fired
Well,
the
I
first
do.
shot.
Can I tell you?
Well,
It was
okay.
300.
How many
and
white people were killed?
Like a low
How many
estimate.
white people were killed?
Not as many, because it was a riot
Because
against
what
the
happened
black
was
community.
white people came up into Tulsa, Oklahoma. It became a
Can I ask
violent
you a question?
confrontation, and white people overran the black people in that
Can
confrontation.
I ask you, because it kind of feels like you're defending the race rioters.
I'm not defending any race riots. I'm saying it's a conflict that happened.
Can
you're
you
saying
acknowledge
that,
that
it's
this is one example
You-
in
you're
which white
saying-
people hurt black people
No,
unjustly?
you're saying.
Can you just say this is one?
What you're trying to say is that black people are doing their own thing, and a bunch of white people just came up and destroyed all their property just because.
Yes.
That wasn't what happened.
That
It was a
wasn't what-
conflict.
so,
it was a
okay.
conflict that occurred that caused that to happen.
But you know the KKK existed.
Yeah, trying to make it seem there was no court hearing, and of course, the courts were racist and biased as hell. So I mean, but there was no even courts. There was no hearing. Nothing. All loose, fabricated information, hearsay. And they acted upon that. Oh, well, I mean, you know, black folks, they kind of deserved it. Bro, I promise you, bro, what is going on here? I promise you, we're gonna make it through this video.
Right?
We're gonna
They
make it.
did.
Yes,
In
white
the South.
supremacy exists, and that was in
In
the
the
South. Where's
South.
Oklahoma?
I didn't say that white supremacy don't exist. We're not arguing
Yes, that was the point, though.
I'm not arguing that the Ku Klux Klan didn't have a negative effect in the black community. We're not arguing that.
But that's what we are arguing. The whole point of this prompt is that black people hurt the black community more than white people.
So,
and these are some examples of white people hurting the black community. And every
Let's-
time I give you one, you say, no.
Let's give
that didn't
an
happen."
example of some things that are ailments in the black community that I think that we can agree on.
Okay.
The single parent household situation with
Right.
young black men born out of, young black men born and women are born to parents who are not married.
Okay, guys, please don't raise the flags on me. I have to make one point, and then I'll get
Okay.
up, okay? So, to the single parent house, I think that's a great example, right? Because I think we can all agree we want black families to stay together. What is the leading cause of the separation of black families?
I think it's a degradation of values in the black community.
Would you say that the criminalization, black men disproportionately going to jail more, has an effect on the
And-
separation of the black households?
I
of
would
black households?
agree to that, but I would
Yes.
also say that is because of the choices and decisions that these young black men are making.
Perfect, thank you. I was hoping you'd say that. So,
Is that not true? You don't go to
well,
jail.
hold on,
you
hold
go
on,
to jail for
pause,
selling
pause, pause,
drugs.
pause. Okay, you go to
okay?
jail for selling drugs. Can I read you a quote from Nixon's domestic policy chief, John Ehrlichman?
Now, I'm pretty sure you guys heard this quote once before. I know I have. And there's actually a bunch more. These people were not ashamed to be racist. They were not ashamed to let people know their intentions. I know sometimes the intentions is hard to really pinpoint, but listening to these people's quotes lets you know their intentions. Now watch this chubby cheek ex-cop tap dance for Master on this one. This one right here made me sick to my stomach. Not the whole Tulsa, Black Wall Street, they kind of deserved it argument. This one right here made me sick to my stomach on how he listened to this and still didn't care and still went on with his talking points. Listen.
This is at the start of the war on drugs, which we know is what led to a lot of mass incarceration of the black community, a significant increase in black men imprisoned and incarcerated for drug possession and selling. We knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the Vietnam War or black, but by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities.
I'm not familiar with that quote,
Bro.
but
Shocking.
Bro.
I can go.
No, you can't. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not going to do that. You know everything about Hunter Biden in his entire life where he was screwing up. You know every single detail of Dr. Fauci, who the f that is today. I don't even care about his punk ass. But you know every single detail about his life. But when it comes to this quote here, a pretty widely well-known quote, you have nothing. I didn't hear that one. Oh, what? I don't know this. No, you're a punk ass. That's what you are. You're a whole ass bitch right now. That's what you are. You get zero respect from anybody. And anybody who claims to love you or like you in any capacity is a piece of shit themselves. And that's including your mama and your daddy. I'm just saying.
That's
some
the
bitch
mama
man
and the
shit right
daddy.
You're gonna read it later, but that's still
You
not.
should
getting,
really
it's
read it
not-
later.
That's not getting to the point of saying that people are incarcerated because decisions that they make to commit crimes. Is that not true?
Well, yes, that's
The
how
reason that
criminal
none of us,
justice-
the reason that
do
none
you
of us,
want to
are-
respond to
the reason
what
that
he
none
just
of us,
said?
the reason that none of us are selling dope, why? Because we don't want to go to prison. We value our lives. If you are going to sell drugs and you're going to kill people and you're going to commit robbery, you're going to go to jail.
Yes,
you
yes.
can't blame all of that on the war on crime or whatever the case
But the
may be.
war on crime was specifically to get
No, it
black
was-
men to go
it
to
is
jail.
nothing wrong.
They literally
It is
admitted
nothing wrong with imposing laws that help our community. You act
How
like
does that help our
let me
community?
explain.
Bro, listen to him. That is not justice. Well, if that is, can we heavily incarcerate and prosecute white neighborhoods because it's better for them, right? No. If a white person gets caught back in that time, you know, and I'm making up numbers here. If a white person got caught for selling weed, they get 2 years, maybe a year, okay? You know, slap on the wrist, you got a year. They could do the time. Their life might be disrupted, but a year, you might be able to bounce back from that fairly quickly. A black person during that same time getting caught selling the same amount of weed will get 10 years. You're not bouncing back from 10 years versus the 1 year. That's the entire point. You can't justify that. That's not helping black folks. Regardless of why they're selling drugs. That's not the issue. Or at least that's not the root cause of the problem. The problem is our justice system, even still today, is disproportionately kneecapping black folks. But once again, I'm a grown-ass man explaining this to another grown-ass man, and that's the problem.
You act like it's a good thing for black people to be selling drugs in our community. It is not. So when you go to jail for selling drugs, in my opinion, and I think the opinion of anybody that's rational, that is a benefit to the black community
Diva,
by
in
getting
this quote, he
drug dealers,
literally says,
criminals off the street, and our communities to be able to thrive, our property value to be able to go up. These people need to go to jail.
Dude,
That's not a negative.
Okay, I hear you, thank you. But literally, the domestic policy chief is saying we could disrupt those communities. He is openly admitting. No, I let you talk a lot. I need you to let me
I need you to
speak.
clarify this.
No.
Disrupt these communities in what way? What is he saying? Disrupt the communities.
By
what
heavily
is the end goal?
criminalizing
To what go? To what end?
to hurt black people.
So it hurt black people to get criminals off the street.
Officer,
No,
we have
he's
to pause here. You
intentionally
guys have gone
disrupting black
over.
Bro, come on, man. Like this is so much shit right here. I don't even understand. I don't even understand how a platform like Jubilee is still getting. I mean, I understand why. Because people are drawn to arguments, they're drawn to the rage bait. Damn it, and even me making this video does not contribute any better to it. But damn it. I don't say this kindly, but seeing someone like an Officer Chubby Cheeks here almost makes me embarrassed to be black. Almost embarrassed. Like, I see little hints of this in the Hispanic community. Not to this extent. Holy shit. Like, white folks, I don't see white folks bashing other white folks like this. I don't see Asians coming after other Asians to this degree here. Rewriting their entire history as if everything that ever happened to black folks is their fault. And they deserved it. It is painful to watch another black person, not even another person who shares my skin tone, say this stuff here. You can disagree with me. You know what I'm saying? You might have your own perspective on a situation or on a set of, you know, a history. Okay, cool. But to sit here and try to warp reality in such a way to where it puts all the blame or the majority of the blame squarely on black folks while holding nobody else accountable, as if black folks conjured up racism. They conjured it up in their own mind and it destroyed themselves, while white folks is like, what are black people doing? We just want to just get along and sing kumbaya. But they're too busy destroying themselves. This video is already like 35 minutes long. Guys, holy shit. I need black folks to do better.
Yeah, let's see how you
That's
do
it.
under pressure. Oh. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me.
Access and try to ascertain what part you could have played in it lets me know I'm not saying they're guilty, but wasn't one friend in the bunch. Not one of them a friend. They can say acquaintances. They can say I was cool with. They can say team was. You can't tell me a friend.
Bro, you're not, Finn, hey, bro, listen, man, okay? I don't care. Nolan Wall's mama has been getting harassed to earth and heavens because of the rhetoric that Tatum is putting out there. She's been getting, like, threatening calls. She's been getting harassed. She's been getting attacked, straight up, like, attacked. So D.L. Hughley took to his show to call out Tatum for being responsible for this rhetoric that is causing a lot of trauma and a lot of pain for Nolan Wall's mama, on top of the trauma and pain she's already dealing with. Tatum will, Hughley will also dissect Tatum and dissect certain things about why exactly Tatum is being allowed. Because they're not allowing TMZ, they're not allowing myself or anybody else to come to Mississippi and have a conversation with everybody and figure things. They're not allowing that. But there's a reason why they chose Tatum to come to Mississippi to do the exclusive interviews.
I don't know, and I don't know what happened, but I do know that a young man is dead, and the fact that his mother, who only wants to seek justice for her child, is getting doxxed, like her job is getting bad reviews, her personal business getting bad reviews, and getting death threats. Ain't nothing more Mississippi than threatening black people for nothing. I don't understand what we don't trust you because you've proven to be untrustworthy.
Also notice how the woman who threatened Ashley Cole, Warren's mama, she got arrested. There's been no arrest made. There's been no investigation into the threats in regards to Nolan Wall's mama. There's no investigation into it. They don't care. But when Ashley Cole gets a threatening Facebook DM, they arrested that person less than a week later. But the mama gets threatened and nobody cares. There's no investigation. I wonder why.
Trust you because you've proven to be untrustworthy.
That's a fact.
Your governor has never said anything, and when he does say something about what's going on in Mississippi, the first thing he really talks about, if any significant to any significant degree, is to malign Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. It sounds like outside agitators, right? It sounds like what they used to say before. It's interesting that Brandon Tatum is welcome in Mississippi when Ben Crump and Al Sharpton are not, for the exact same reason that Stephen A. Smith is welcome at ESPN and Ryan Clark are not. Is not. Anybody who says or asks questions, you talking about a state that got mad because niggas tried to read.
Come on.
And now the new extrapolation of that, the new extension of that is people having internet.
Come on.
So what is it? Why would I trust you? I don't know what happened, but I do know this. Maybe the hang up for me is that they keep bantering, throwing around this word friends. We were his friends. We were his best friends. Who was it, this young man this young man?
That's something I also got to work on as well, right? Because I have been calling him friends as well.
This young man right here.
If Nolan could dig himself out of his grave right now, he would. No doubt. Nolan would be livid is an understatement. Nolan would never want anything pursued this way at all. I think he would be really upset with his parents about how they went about the situation.
The audacity, bro. What? Yo, I think, Tatum and them white folks is putting a battery in this dude's back, bro. What makes you think you're even qualified to say something like that?
Yeah,
what?
That's crazy.
Nolan, their dead child would be living at them?
I think he would be really upset with his parents about how they went about the situation. I think he generally would. I don't think he wouldn't support it. I know that for 110. I know he wouldn't support any of it.
Best friends? Like I was told the story on the radio earlier this week. I had a best friend, a good friend of mine named Kevin. And Kevin and I were best friends. We would get into it all the time. 16 years old, he had a great job, moved in with this girl. The girl had a kid by somebody else. There was always friction. One day, Kevin asked me to get his back with him, and normally I would, but this time I got so mad at him and told her to leave the girl alone. We had a fight. An argument ensued. I'm like, you go. And Kevin got killed. And I was so hurt by that. And a lot of people in the neighborhood, I remember, I told the story on the radio, a dude named Roger said, you let that boy to drown by himself. My mother didn't want me to go to the funeral because she thought that the people were they were so mad at me. She thought they were gonna harm me. He was my friend, and I had to say, because if that's your friend, that's the last time you're ever gonna see him again, ever, ever. But these young people throw friend around. When you are grown and you understand what the value of a friend, you understand if you have 5 good friends, you have been blessed. And I had to go say goodbye. The fact that you weren't compelled to say goodbye to somebody, the fact that you didn't have any grief or lament, the fact that you couldn't even access and try to ascertain what part you could have played in it, lets me know I'm not saying they're guilty, but wasn't one friend in the bunch. Not one of them a friend. They can say acquaintances. They can say I was cool with. They can say team was. You can't tell me a friend.
Bro, you're not, Finn, hey, bro, listen, man, okay? I don't care what the backlash, bro. You not stopping me or keeping me away from going to my friend's funeral. Not happening, bro. I'm sorry. You not stopping me from going to my friend's funeral. You not stopping me from going to my friend's funeral, and this is the last time I'm gonna see my friend. This is the last time I'm gonna see my friend. This will be the last time in my lifetime I'm gonna see my friend. And you mean to tell me that online chatter is why you ain't show up? Because that's what they said. They said these people online spreading narratives made it impossible for them to go to Nolan's funeral because they felt like they will be harmed. My thing is, if the family, now, again, I'm not privy to their conversation they had with the family, but if the family tells you, hey, you good, show up. Hey, you straight, show up. Hey, we got you, show up. Hey, show up, we got you, don't worry about it. We gonna take care of you. Or hey, there'll be a special section just for family and friends. You'll be good. Because that's what Christine said. Christine said, yo, there'll be a special section just for family and friends. I think the real problem is here, bro, they understand that the family probably isn't too fond of them due to their online actions. Their online actions have been a part of the reasons why the family ain't really rocking with it. Them bringing Officer Tatum, somebody who have disrespected the family, them bringing him to Mississippi is the reason why the family don't rock with them probably. The grandpa don't really rock with them. We've seen the grandpa on Facebook going off. So, yeah, bruh, if you ain't show up to that means that's your friend. And the last time you will see your friend is at that funeral and you never showed up and you didn't go, man, I don't want to hear that friend talk, man. Yeah, I agree 1,000%. I want to hear that
One
friend
fucking
talk.
friend in the bunch. Not one of them a friend. They can say acquaintances. They can say I was cool with. They can say team was. You can't tell me a friend. You can't call yourself a friend. Now it's such a cliche word. You BFF, my best friend for life, and this, and they even connect the names, Bennifer, and all that kind of. When you got a friend, when you got a friend, it ain't you won't do for them.
True.
I'm talking about a friend, and not one of them has done anything. I think the problem we're having is that Mississippi is Mississippian, and they're mismonitoring friends. None of them have acted friendly. None of them have done the things that we associate with friendship.
They held on to the phone.
I think they're being advised or just told you can't be there. Except when Officer Tatum comes through. They've been welcomed to an interview.
I would say this. When you hear, they have a scrubbed audio, right? So this is the scrubbed audio.
They move weird. That's a fact. Fact, Yamia. Facts.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
They're threatening the woman who scrubbed the audio. Why is it that black women and black men are the ones who are moving this case forward? Why is it that it was his mother that had to find his phone and his keys? Why is it that it was a black woman who worked in the audio industry that had to scrub the audio? Why is it that Ben and Al had to show up there? I'll tell you this, Nancy Grace is there. Nancy Grace has tried 100 felony trials, and she thinks something's suspicious. Because it is.
Why wouldn't you think something was suspicious when you have an independent autopsy and yet you don't get the throat and you don't get the lungs?
The lungs. Here's how I know something happened. Because the easiest thing to do.
Now, hey, be careful. Hey, listen, man. Hey, be careful. Hey, DL, you my guy. Be careful with the I know for a fact something happened. Now, I think for a fact something happened. Now, I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. But I think for a fact that Nolan Walls was murdered. Now, who murdered him? I don't know. We still investigating. DL, you big enough to where, oh, no, they looking to get you, bro.
Don't get the throat and you don't get the lungs.
The lungs.
Yo, to not send over the lungs and the throat to the independent autopsy, to me, brother, that's like the biggest clue. But this is like a cover-up all around.
Here's how I know something happened. Because the easiest thing to do, if they have the lungs, would be to know if there was water in there. Then they could say he drowned. Now, all the other places we get into.
But even if they say he drowned, to me, that's still, listen, bro, even if they say Nolan Walls drowned, that don't mean anything. Somebody could, again, Judge Mathis gave his walkthrough because there was a bruise at the back of Nolan's head or neck. They could have very well taken it and put it in the water straight up.
At least you would know he drowned. We're not even getting that.
Right.
And if, one thing, if you're gonna lie now, you can't let black people watch TV now, because now we don't all watch it.
Forensic
Files.
Episode.
In order, we know all of
He
it.
had fluid in his lungs.
Yes.
I know about the mitochondrial DNA, nigga. But just in everyday parlance, people are aware of these things where they wouldn't have been before. Why are you holding on to the key? We can tell if something happened to his throat. We can tell if something happened to his skull. We can tell if there are hemorrhages in his eyes. We can tell if he got lungs. Why is it that you're holding on to things that really get to the heart of what happened to this young man?
And I also think the biggest question is, why have investigators not pulled these kids together and spoken to them? That's what I don't understand. You have the audio, like you said, the scrubbed audio, where they called in to say.
To be fair, I know that they spoke to Bart. Now, did they speak to them together all at once? I don't know. But I know they spoke to Bart, and Bart turned over 20 different names. My thing is, why do it take the police bring you in and interrogating you for you to start handing over names? All right, so Bart handed 20 different, Bart labeled them as witnesses. Witness to what exactly? So to be fair, the police, I guess, have spoken to him. Now, do I think the police is doing their job? No. Right? Because, again, they could have been arrested somebody for bringing alcohol and giving alcohol to underage people. They could have been arrested somebody for bringing drugs and giving it to underage people. They could have arrested people and start really squeezing in people and making them talk, but the police ain't making nobody talk, right? They're not moving as if this is a priority at all.
That they were sinking, but you can clearly hear that their friend is in distress in the back, but they never mentioned it to the operator.
They never challenged that was the case.
Maybe.
What they did was
maybe
they started threatening the girl and pulling up her criminal history. Nothing. Mississippi is Mississippi. The thing, everything.
Yo, I wonder how people in Mississippi feel about this. If you're, hey, listen, man. If you're from Mississippi, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. And if you're from Mississippi and you want me to fly in and help me record a video where I'm going around Mississippi and asking people how they feel about this, let me know. That's a video that I do want to do. I just don't have a cameraman in Mississippi. So if you guys know a cameraman in Mississippi, let me know, okay? I want to come to Ocean Springs and ask the public how they feel about this, okay? So let me know. I want to come, right? But, let me know how y'all feel about this. Because historically, Mississippi has always been racist. Historically, they don't have the best track record with black folks. And to be honest, I might say they have the worst history with black folks. Let me know, right? They might have the worst history with black folks, right? Like ever. So, yeah, man, I don't think anybody can dispute what he's saying. When the woman who enhanced the audio and created a piece of content, not really, a piece of evidence that we can listen to and extract something useful from, the first thing they do was start posting her mugshot, start calling her a criminal, doing everything in a power to discredit what she got going on. And I don't understand, right? But yes, y'all, if you know somebody in Mississippi, let me know.
It's going the way it usually does.
I'm coming.
They say now black people are more diligent.
Come.
The first thing they said was, what about all the black people that killed black people in Chicago? That's the first thing they say. A lot of them go to jail. A lot of them go, they instantly try to devalue our lives, so we'll go, oh, it's okay now. What it is, all of us have children. A lot of us have children, and to have a child come up lost with no answers is a pain that no one should have to go through. And as a matter of practice, this state and other states in America have a tendency to do it by rote. And this time, no. This time, no. Remember that if you are...
All right, man, perfect. So, bet. Yo, Tatum, bro, you should be embarrassed for this.
Hi YouTube friends! If you record your streams in OBS on a Mac, an update just landed that could break your setup the next time you go to hit record. And PC users, well, you can't escape the potential stream breaking changes either. Sorry. OBS has a new update out. That's what I'm talking about. It's 32.2, and I'm gonna tell you and show you what's changed. So you know what? Let's get to it! OBS 32.2 dropped on July 21st, and if you're on an Intel Mac, the update force migrates you to the Apple Silicon build, at least if you want to record. And there's no prompt, there's no opt-in, it just happens. It effectively removes support for Intel Macs to do any kind of recording. And if you had third-party plugins running, well, they're gonna stop working until each one is rewritten and updated to the current OBS version. So if you're using an Intel Mac and you do recording, you definitely don't want to update to version 32.2. You've been warned. And it's not just Mac. On a PC using an NVIDIA graphics card, if you're still on an NVIDIA driver older than 570, NVIC just quietly stops working. Don't tell anybody. So it's the same problem, different platform, basically. Then there's the big change that everyone is going to get to experience. The entire sources selection process has been changed. It used to be a simple, clean drop-down system, but now that's gone. It's been replaced by what is called the new sources dialog in the release notes. Let me show you how this works. So basically it's just the sources. So if I go to add a source, we don't get the little drop down, we get this. Now I do kind of like this recently created. It's going to show you anything over here that was created by you anytime in the more recent future. But let's say we wanted to add anything. Well, we can add an image or a media source in this case and just add new and then go ahead and browse, and basically at this point it becomes pretty much the same as it was before. Just browsing. And boom, there we go. So that's it. Just a different method of scrolling through them instead of having the old drop down. So now if we go to sources again and we open up our media, you can see that it's still here. So we could select it and add it again. The same thing is going to be true for cameras. So if we have a camera in another scene, there we go. We've got the two different cameras that are in other scenes right in here. It's pretty easy to find. You can add the existing camera. And that's going to work for any sources. So if I go to a microphone source right there, you can see that that microphone, I can select it and re-add it. So it does make it kind of easy, and it's a nice graphical thing. It's just going to take a little bit of getting used to, as is the case with anything new. Just my take here, but I hate it. But I'm old and I don't like change. Just ask any young person and they're gonna tell you. But seriously, I've been using OBS for a long time. So this one's gonna take some time for me to get used to. I'm sure once I do, it's gonna be great. And as for the other two big changes that affect Intel Macs and some NVIDIA users, I think it's problematic that the changes aren't mentioned in the update screen. For a lot of people, they're gonna have no clue until the update is already done. I mean, who really reads release notes? People these days barely take time to read text from people they actually like. They aren't gonna spend 10 minutes reading the update notes on OBS. Just like me as a creator has to take into account personal tastes and attention spans of my audience, so should the OBS team when doing updates that could break the creator's process and leave them scrambling. A simple note added to the update splash that says, hey, in these circumstances, you could break recording on your setup if you update. Super simple heads up for anyone updating. That's all you need. So there you have it. I think if you are using an Intel Mac or your Mac setup uses a lot of plugins, you probably want to hold off on this one. Plugins won't work until they all get redone. And PC users, well, we went through this not too terribly long ago, and generally speaking, the amazing folks that create these plugins update them pretty quickly, so you probably won't have to wait too long. For NVIDIA users, it really should be as simple as just updating your graphics card drivers. Really not a big deal, and then you're good to go. Now, did I miss something in this update that you wanted me to talk about?
Already
Let me know
updated
about
it.
it down in the comments.
Just
And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks to help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Fire Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one.
They continue. Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and Usual Suspects. Yo, that's crazy, bruh. Yo, Usual Suspects is literally a white nationalist lingo. This is literally a white supremacist lingo. This is how they disparage us. That's crazy. Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and the Usual Suspects. Warren's father did a fundraiser for Warren and the boys. It's $100,000 that's going to Taylor and Cox law firm, and this is apparently going to be used to sue Benjamin Crump and sue social media influencers. Now, they position this fund as a fund for all the boys. Again, Warren's father is a doctor. Warren's mama is a judge. The last thing they need is money. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all don't need money. It sounds like this is like a kick in the face of, hey, yo, they raising money for Nolan. Why can't we raise money too? This is treacherous, okay? So the first thing I usually do, like when I go to these like fundraisers, right? Especially for a fundraiser that's being viewed as anti-black, right? The first thing I do is I go to the comments, okay? And when you go to the comments, what they say, fella, let's go to the top donations, okay? Let's go. Look at this. Stay strong against all the hate and racism that's coming your way. So now they believe that we are racist towards them because we're asking for Nolan's death to be investigated. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We are with you until the final bell rings. Yo, people are talking as if they are the victims. As if these people are the ones that got a dead child. They're talking as if they've been victimized. See, yo, listen, yo, if you are a white person and you want to make a quick buck, antagonize some black folks and start a GoFundMe when you get the consequences of antagonizing black folks. Now, I'm not saying they antagonize anybody. I'm just saying there are white folks online that are incentivized to take their money and give it to causes that they feel like will piss off black folks, right? Because right now, yo, they can't really do anything to really bother us that much at this point. So now the low-hanging fruit is, hey, if a white woman call a black kid the N-word, let's give her $800,000 to piss off black folks. If a black kid dies and his friends are in interviews with people who the family don't like, and the friends are saying things about the family like, oh, they're race baiters, let's donate to them so we could piss off the black community even more, right? So this is, these people are not supporters of Warren or his friends. These people are racists who hate black folks and want to see black folks suffer. That's that. They're not supporting this cause because they feel like they're innocent. They're supporting this cause because they feel like this will affect and hurt black folks. So they go, stand for a return to common decency. Stand against the vultures that prey on misfortune and leave a community and families as a carcass. Time to show what this community is about. Now they're saying, time to show. I'm donating this $1,000 so you could show them black folks what we made of. Black folks been knowing what Mississippi was made of for a long time now, bruh. For a long time now. Watch, let's look. Let's go. Watch, let's go. These are great kids. They deserve justice. Excuse me? Justice from what? Justice from what? These are great. Justice for what? What have they gone through? What are you talking about? These are great. Justice for what? It is heartbreaking that such a tragedy has now become a greater tragedy. So many people believe that his friends were true friends and not of nefarious intent. I wish you the very best defense team, but most importantly, I wish for you to heal. God bless you all, man. Bro, these people is crazy. Man, hey, bro. These people, now watch this, yo. Let's go to exactly what the father wrote, okay? So the father wrote, on Independence Day weekend of 2026, lives were changed forever. When a group of friends lost their best friend, Nolan Wells, no family should have to endure the pain of losing a son, and no friend should have to grieve the loss of a brother. They are equating the two things of losing your son to a friend losing their friend. Okay, even though I feel like, again, that's a weird, but we'll let it pass, okay? They goes, but instead of being allowed to mourn, what followed was an unprecedented online campaign of accusations, harassments, threats, and defamation. I have not seen the defamation yet. I have not seen anybody who is serious say that Warren or his friends killed Nolan. I haven't seen it. Now, they speculated, right, about why y'all had his phone and other things that are very suspicious, but they never just outright said it. Since Nolan's death, Warren Hudson, Jax Patalo, Morgan Seymour, and many others have been, I'll be real, bruh, I can't pronounce it. What? Oh, inundated. Bruh, listen here. My eye so bad, bruh, I thought the I-N-D. I'm about to say, what? Inundated. Okay. Inundated, I apologize. Yeah, inundated with death threats of violence and defamation. They have been falsely and wrongly blamed by individuals online and in the media of either directly or indirectly having a hand in Nolan's death. And if you scroll down right here, okay, they go, countless large voices across social media declared them guilty of crimes they could not have committed and have never been charged with. Now listen, man, the only crimes that I believe that we need to look that have been 100% determined was underage drinking was happening. Now they're underage too, right? They're underage too, that's a fact. But underage drinking took place. So as his friend, shouldn't the people who brought the liquor and the alcohol that may have contributed in Nolan Wells being drunk and quote unquote accidentally drowning, in your words, shouldn't they be arrested? Shouldn't the quote unquote drug dealers that brought drugs to the island that y'all claim that Nolan participated in, shouldn't they be locked up? Why isn't Nolan Wells friends calling for people to be arrested and locked up? Why are they treating this as if they are the victims? Now there goes, they and their families have received thousands of hateful messages, death threats, and calls for violence. They have been threatened online and in person countless times. See, I want to know, I don't know if I'm buying that, bruh. I don't know if I'm buying that, bruh. They've been threatened in person and nobody recorded it. I'll be real, bruh. I know my people. I know my people. I know my people. If they would have caught Warren or any one of these white boys outside, they would have pulled out that phone and they would have recorded themselves cussing them out clean. Cussing them clean out. So I don't know if I'm buying that, bruh. I don't know if I'm buying that. Nor do I think they've been outside. You not convincing me, bruh, that they just walking outside willy-nilly and people are just harassing them and they keep going outside. Man, I don't believe that, bruh. So they continue and they says, there have been bomb threats, packages sent, and credible threats of which arrests have been made. Yeah, we know, but why haven't any arrests have been made in Nolan Wells' mama being threatened? Warren's mom is a judge. She could expedite whatever they want expedited. Why haven't anybody been arrested in the threats of Nolan Wells' mama? Right, explain that. They continue. Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and Usual Suspects. Yo, that's crazy, bruh. Yo, Usual Suspects is literally a white nationalist lingo. This is literally a white supremacist lingo. This is how they disparage us. That's crazy. Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and the Usual Suspects of social media personalities, national news media, and local provocateurs continue to invent and spread false narratives and lies with no accountability. This is typical of Ben Crump and the like. Now, we went through this in my video where I broke down. I'm saying is this, man. Why? wouldn't they just join in on the investigation? See, they had a good start. Offering up to $50,000 was a good start. Was a good start. You know how to also do this as well? Yo, when Celeste passed away, right? The homeowner that David was living in, they hired their own private investigator because they say, this is my home. I'm going to be blamed, so I'm going to hire my own private investigator to find out what happened. And that private investigator came up with a lot of evidence that was crucial in getting David arrested and indicted. So if you're saying, yo, we got nothing to do with this, bro, cool. Hire a private investigator. Put that $50K to use. Find out what happened. Assist the family. Do everything you got to do to make sure the family knows we ain't do nothing, but we are here to find who did it. But coming out and calling them race hustlers and race baiters already tells me where you stand, bro. We're not buying that, man. Man, cut it out, bro.
If you're about to spend anywhere from $80 to $400 on a gaming headset this year, stop, because most buyers pick the wrong one for their setup, and return counters prove it weekly. I went through 2026 lab results from Artings, SoundGuys, Tom's Hardware, and PC Gamer, and two findings shocked me. First, the #1 headset on this list runs 4 devices at the same time: PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and your phone, with a battery that literally never dies. Second, a headset here beat options costing nearly double in raw sound testing. And near the end, I'll share one secret buying tip that protects you from the most common headset mistake American gamers make. Product links are in the description. Number 6, Turtle Beach Stealth 500. Here's the truth nobody tells you. If you game a few evenings a week on one console, spending $300 is throwing money away, and the Stealth 500 is proof. It carries a $79.99 sticker, and it regularly drops to the $60 range on Amazon, which makes it the strongest pure value on this entire list. What do you actually get? 40mm drivers, both 2.4 gigahertz low latency wireless, and Bluetooth 5.2 with a quick switch button to hop between your console and your phone, plus a flip to mute microphone. TechRadar's reviewer spent over 50 hours with it and confirmed the 40-hour battery claim holds up in real use. That's roughly a month of casual gaming on one charge. At around 235 grams, it's one of the lightest headsets you can buy, and PC Gamer praised the floating headband and the wireless range, noting it stayed connected further from the PC than headsets costing 4 times more. Now, the honest downsides, because that's why you're here. There's no active noise cancellation, the leatherette ear cups can get warm in long sessions, and the microphone is fine for party chat, but reviewers found it peaks when you get loud, so streamers should look higher up this list. Who is this for? The parent buying a first headset for a teenager, the casual Xbox or PS5 player, or anyone who refuses to spend triple digits on gaming audio. One more practical note, this model sits on shelves at Best Buy, Walmart, and Target. So if you prefer trying the fit in person before paying, this is one of the few picks here that lets you. For everyone else, this is the smartest $80 in gaming right now. Number 5, SteelSeries Arctis Nova 3 X Wireless. This is the headset for the buyer who keeps asking, what's the cheapest way to get flagship features without the flagship bill? At $109.99, the Nova 3X borrows the most useful trick from SteelSeries expensive models. The Arctis companion app with over 200 game-specific audio presets, tuned by audio engineers and esports pros for titles like Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Apex. Trusted reviews called it a no-brainer because you're getting most of the pricier Nova 5X experience with very few sacrifices. The 3X version includes Xbox wireless support, and the compact USB-C dongle also works on PS5, PC, Switch 2, and phones, with Bluetooth running as your second connection. Battery gives you 30 hours over 2.4 gigahertz and 40 over Bluetooth. Average numbers, but here's the killer feature. A 15-minute charge returns 9 hours of playtime. Forgot to charge before game night? Plug it in while you grab a snack and you're covered until 2 in the morning. At 260 grams with breathable memory foam cushions, multiple reviewers wore it all day without fatigue. Weak points? Sound guys found the default sound uneven for music, and the elastic band offers limited adjustment, so very large heads may struggle with the fit. Try before you commit, if that's you. But for the multi-platform gamer under $120 who wants smart software doing the tuning work, nothing at this price touches it. Now, from smart budget territory, we jump straight to the headset professional players actually wear on stage. Number 4, Razer Black Shark V3 Pro. If you play competitive shooters, pay attention, because this $249 headset was built by the company whose previous model became the most used headset among professional players, according to ProSettings tracking data. The V3 Pro's headline numbers are serious. Hyperspeed Gen 2 wireless with 10 millisecond latency. Most gaming headsets sit between 15 and 30. New 50mm Triforce biocellulose drivers, and the first hybrid active noise cancellation in the Black Shark line. PC Gamer said the audio is miles ahead of the previous generation, with clarity and tonal separation that stand out even against far pricier hardware. You also get simultaneous 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth, so Discord on your phone mixes live with game audio from your PC, balanced by a wheel right on the ear cup. Battery runs up to 70 hours with ANC off, and on PC you unlock THX spatial audio with 7.1.4 surround plus 12 EQ profiles, tuned with pro FPS players for specific games. Now the fine print. Tom's Hardware found the microphone a step down from the older V2 Pro. And RTing's testing showed bass consistency drops if you wear glasses or have long hair because the seal breaks easily. PC Gamer also felt the ANC alone doesn't justify the $100 premium over the standard Black Shark V3, which costs $149 with nearly identical Gen 2 drivers, a titanium-coated diaphragm instead of the Pro's biocellulose, and their reviewer genuinely struggled to hear a difference between the two. So here's your value math. Ranked grinder who wants every millisecond and ANC. V3 Pro, and watch for sales, because Esports Insider notes it regularly dips to around $200. Casual shooter fan, the regular V3 saves you $100. Number 3, Turtle Beach Stealth Pro 2. Launched in May 2026, this is Turtle Beach's best headset ever made. That's not me talking. That's the consensus across Tom's Hardware, Tech Radar, and PC Gamer. At $349.99, you're buying into genuinely rare hardware. 60mm Eclipse dual drivers with separate woofers and tweeters in each ear, certified 24-bit, 96 kHz high-res wireless audio, and a frequency range reaching 40,000 Hz, double the ceiling of typical gaming headsets. PC Gamer's reviewer said the bass hit so realistically in Counter-Strike 2 that they instinctively pulled the headset off after their first shot. The killer convenience feature is the dual hot-swappable battery system. 40 hours per battery, 80 total, with one always charging in the dock, so this headset never sits dead when you want to play. Crossplay. 2.0 lets you pair up to 4 wireless transmitters across PC, PlayStation, and Switch, then hop between platforms without touching a cable, and the detachable 9mm boom mic drew comparisons to full XLR microphone setups from Tech Radar. The build uses an aluminum frame with metal controls, no creaky plastic. 2 warnings before you buy. T3's reviewer found the headband created pressure points after a couple of hours, and head shapes vary, so keep your return window in mind. And critically, the standard version does not work on Xbox. Xbox owners need the specific Xbox edition, same price. Get that right, and Tom's Hardware says you're getting Astro A50X level versatility for $50 less. And now, the surprise from the hook. Number 2, Audeze Maxwell 2. Here's the surprise I teased in the beginning. In raw sound quality testing, this $329 headset outperforms options costing nearly twice as much, and multiple 2026 reviews back that up. The reason is physics. While the other headsets on this list top out at 60mm drivers, the Maxwell 2 packs 90mm planar magnetic drivers, audiophile technology from a company that builds 4-figure studio headphones, with frequency response stretching from 10 Hz to 50,000 Hz. Games Radar called it the top of the food chain for clean, accurate, powerful audio, and Games.gg gave it the edge in pure sound quality even over our #1 pick. The battery is a monster, 80 plus hours from an 1800 milliamp hour cell. Tom's Guide gamed on it for 2 full weeks and still had 64% left. You also get Bluetooth 5.3 with LDAC, a low latency USB-C dongle, and a detachable boom mic with upgraded AI noise reduction that testers found genuinely effective. So why isn't it #1? 3 reasons. It weighs 560 grams, the heaviest headset here by far. Though the redesigned ventilated head strap distributes it surprisingly well, there's no simultaneous dual wireless mixing. The gaming dongle and Bluetooth can't run together the way they can on the Razer or the Omni, though a wired source plus Bluetooth is possible. And the standard model skips active noise cancellation entirely. Audeze has an ANC edition coming separately. One tiny quirk. Tom's Guide noted a faint driver tick common to planar technology, audible only in near silence. The PlayStation PC version runs $329. The Xbox version, $349. If sound quality is your religion and you mostly game at one desk, buy this and never look back. #1, SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Omni. The best gaming headset of 2026 costs $399.99. And here's why serious multi-platform gamers consider it worth every dollar. It solves the problem no other headset fully solves. Through the included GameHub base station, OmniPlay connects and mixes up to 4 audio sources simultaneously, 2 USB-C devices, Bluetooth, and line-in. Your PC, your PS5, your phone, all live at once. And unlike previous SteelSeries models, there's no separate Xbox version to worry about. One headset covers everything, including Xbox. SoundGuy's lab testing measured the active noise cancellation, cutting outside noise by 81% on average, which embarrasses the older Nova Pro wireless at 49%. Battery anxiety simply doesn't exist here. 2 hot swappable batteries, one always charging in the base station, so you swap in 3 seconds and never plug the headset in. Add certified 24-bit 96 kHz high-res audio, a retractable Clearcast mic, a metal headband, and the Sonar software suite with per-game spatial tuning, and you have what SoundGuys describes as nearly everything from the $600 Nova Elite at $200 less. Honest caveats: there's no compact travel dongle. The base station lives on your desk. The build uses more plastic than the Elite, and the mic is merely good, not exceptional. But Games.gg summed up the verdict across the industry. The Maxwell 2 wins on pure sound, the Omni wins on everything else, and for most players, that versatility argument wins. Now the secret tip I promised, the mistake that fills return departments across America. Several premium headsets here, including the Stealth Pro 2 and Maxwell 2, sell in 2 nearly identical platform editions at the same price, and the wrong one locks you out of wireless play on your console. The standard Stealth Pro 2 has no Xbox support at all, while its Xbox edition covers Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch with 0 downsides per T3's testing. So buy the Xbox edition even without an Xbox. The Maxwell 2 is the opposite. Its PlayStation and Xbox versions aren't fully cross-compatible over wireless, so match the version to your main console. 30 seconds. Checking the edition on the product page future-proofs a $300 purchase. So here's your 30-second decision guide. Tight budget or first headset, Stealth 500. Under $120 with smart software, Nova 3 X. Competitive shooters, Black Shark FAL 3 Pro. Premium all-rounder with endless battery, Stealth Pro 2. Pure sound quality above everything, Maxwell 2. And the complete no-compromise setup for multi-device gamers, the Arctis Nova Pro Omni. Every product is linked in the description, and prices shift weekly, so check them before you decide. If this saved you from an expensive mistake,
Bro, you guys are entertaining, man. You see,
and I'm Ginger, so
I swear it's always that one guy in the chat. I swear, bro.
This is definitely just a troll. This is definitely a troll. There's no way you're using
Nah, it's not real, bro. What was that battle?
You copied my
Bro, what was that battle?
Gatekeeper. Well, I gave double agent my gatekeeper and my sniper rifle. Yo, what is that echo? That's Mario. That's Mario.
Oh, sorry.
Echo. It's not Mario. Wait, then who is it?
Bro, the echo at your location.
This is the one headset you need for everything, and most of them all at once. It's the Arctis Nova Pro Omni, the new headset from SteelSeries that bakes in most of the features from the $600 Arctis Nova Elite for $200 less. And it works with everything: PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, PC. No more having to choose between different models depending on where you play, which is a very nice perk. Plus, you can connect them all at once. You've got 3 USB-C inputs, a line-in, and Bluetooth. That's 5 different devices connected to this thing all at one time, and you can listen to 4 of them at the same time with OmniPlay. You can mix 2 of the USB inputs, the line-in, and Bluetooth at the same time. So if you're playing a game on your PlayStation 5 or on Discord on your PC, you're listening to music on your phone, and then you might have a streaming PC or something, you can listen to all of them. And the Clearcast Pro mic is simultaneous too, so if you're on console with game chat and on PC in a Discord call, this one mic works with both of them at the exact same time. And this is that mic, by the way, with the broadcast low-pitch filter on, and you've got an entire set of EQs and custom EQ to make this thing sound exactly how you want. And by the way, infinite battery life, because you can hot swap between 2 different batteries with one in the DAC 24/7 ready to go. But the big technical deal is that it's high-res wireless certified, just like the Arctis Nova Elite, which means it supports 96 kilohertz 24-bit audio. The footsteps in an FPS, the detail in a big open world, all of that's going to come through way better with the high-res wireless. But if you're on console, just know the PS5 and Xbox tap out at 48 kilohertz 24-bit audio. But if you're on PC, most rigs support high-res wireless.
That shit sound bad.
hold her?
God, no. Am I gonna Oh, God!
What are you? Ow! You got her biting me. Heather, give her here.
Sorry, that scared the shit out of me.
Welcome to Farm Chores with Matt Matthews, a show where I bring your favorite celebrities to the farm to make them shovel shit and have real conversation. Today's guest is a comedic sensation and actress. You may know her from her thick neck and thin ankles. Welcome to the farm, Heather McMahon. Get up.
It's time to do farm chores.
Oh my God.
Ready?
Heather, what are these
Yeah.
boots?
These boots are Jessica Simpson. I bought these off TikTok shop. Gives me a waist. This is Gucci. Bought this in Italy. And this hat is Lack of Color. It's from Australia. And I am ready to go, okay? If you didn't think I was going to show up suited and booted, you must not know me, bitch.
Period.
Yeah, period.
Have you ever been to a farm?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Have you ever worked on a farm?
I have not.
No.
No,
okay.
I usually go to farms and, drink wine and hang out and do my thing, but no, I've never worked a farm. Now I want you to zoom in on this. I have the shoulders of an offensive lineman. Okay, I am a workhorse. Okay, if you need to move furniture, you call my ass. So I'm not above it. I may be in Gucci, but I'm ready to get my hands dirty. Okay?
Okay, so we're gonna start by shoveling shit.
Oh, okay, we're going right in. We're leaning right in. Okay.
I'm gonna give you this one. This
Okay.
is all you, baby.
Okay.
Let me get the wheelbarrow. Hold on. This dog out here eating shit right there.
Oh.
So you just don't mind her.
Oh, that's a giant pile of shit. No, sweetie, no, that's not good for you. No, well, walk away. That dog is eating giant horse turds. Oh my God, that is literally gonna make me sick. I want you to know too, I'm not getting paid for this. When my agent called, she was like, "Oh, you are good friends with Natalie. This will be fun." I was like, "Yeah, great, but what's the day rate?" So I'm just gonna say, "Oh my God, there's a giant turd in that dog's mouth." Okay, we're good. We're so great. But back to the lack of payment. It is a little challenging that there is no money coming in from this. I think Matt's gonna send me home with one of his fucking candles. And I gotta be honest with you, I'd like some cash. But here we are. Happy to be here. Your dog is just full throttle on the turds right now.
Yeah. Maggie, get out of the shit or I'll bust your ass.
You heard him?
That's how you gotta talk to them, then they'll listen then.
We all know a bitch named Maggie.
It's always a fat blonde bitch named Maggie.
Always. You heard it here first.
Okay, Heather.
Yeah, baby.
Real shit.
Yeah,
okay?
real shit.
Real shit. This is real shit, but also,
I got one turd.
One turd in that whole scoop. Yeah, that was great. So Heather, tell me.
Yeah.
Where are you from? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Okay. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I wanted to be either a lifeguard or a stand-up comedian.
You wanted to be a lifeguard?
Yeah, I thought a lifeguard was a cool gig. Yeah, you could sit in the stand all day, eat chicken tenders at your country club.
Okay.
And make sure people didn't drown, So it's like life-saving and you could be cute and get a suntan. But yeah, I've always wanted to be a comedian, even
Always
since I was
wanted to
little.
do comedy?
Yeah, always.
Who's your biggest inspiration?
Joan Rivers.
Mine too.
Yeah, she's the best.
Well, she was the best. She's
Rest
dead.
in peace.
But I'm obsessed with Joan.
Yeah.
I think she's incredible.
She was one of my mentors in comedy and gave me her blessing very early on in a very sweet way. And when I lived in New York, I would go see her perform. And then I moved to LA and I was sitting in a restaurant one day and she was in a booth behind me and somebody was like, "Joan is here." So I went up to her table and I was like, "Miss Rivers, I want you to know, you told me to move to LA, you told me to pursue it, and I'm out here doing it." And she was like, "You got chutzpah, you're gonna make it." So Joan, thank you for everything. I love you, bitch.
So you left Atlanta.
I left Atlanta. I moved to New York. I did stand-up and improv and sketch and all that.
Okay.
And then I moved to LA because people said I had a commercial look to me.
Yeah.
That's right. New face of Vagisil. Watch out. But yeah, and then I lived in LA. But I have this theory about LA. LA doesn't want you until you leave. And then the moment you fucking leave, then they're like, "Oh, hey, you booked, a guest star role or some shit."
Yeah.
So I believe you got to bounce around. But I'm back in Atlanta. I'm doing what you're doing. We're just doing our own shit. Oh, there's more doo-doo.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got 5 more stalls.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, I feel like LA is just, it's just so dark to me.
Yeah, it is
it's
dark.
It's like dark spirits up in there, you know? Like, I mean, I ain't no Sabrina the Teenage Witch or nothing, but, you know, hey, stop or I beat y'all ass.
Oh, there's a donkey.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. Oh, wait, I'm dead. I love the horses. They really are just watching us do work.
They're ready to eat.
Yeah. I need you to know that the amount of flies that are on the shit, too, is really...
Oh, it's not even bad yet.
It's not bad? Because it's early?
Yeah, because it's not real hot yet.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, you would do this in the summer.
Yeah.
You do this year-round?
Yeah, every day. Every single day.
Holy shit, is that one? Hold on, you gotta zoom in on this.
Yeah.
Is this just, that's one giant turd?
No, I mean, that's not one single turd. It's just like, you know, their turds are like little balls.
But that's a mound.
And yeah.
Somebody needs a probiotic. Get somebody a poppy soda stat.
You know, they just kind of, you know, they just pile up.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
so you wanted to always be a comedian.
Yeah.
What, like even as a young kid? Cause see, it's my story is very different because I never watched comedy. I was never a comedy fan.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do comedy. It literally fell into my lap. I wanted to do music. Like that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a musician.
And then you realized you were a sociopath, and you were like, I guess I got to do comedy.
Well, you know what was funny to me was I grew up always being naturally funny. Like that was great.
That was great.
You know, I literally tell all my school teachers I used to get put out of class because of my mouth, and now I get paid for it, which is great.
Yeah.
But I think that I think people in the industry, whether you do music or acting or comedy or any of the things, you wanted to do something like I always wanted to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a performer.
Yeah.
And I never gave myself the opportunity to do music because I didn't think I was good enough.
Yeah.
But I always knew that I was funny.
Yeah.
And so how was it for you the first time, like the very first time you ever got on stage?
I got on stage, I mean, I was pushing kids out of the way to do the kindergarten play, you know what I mean? I was the star of the third grade play. I played a Russian grandmother called a babushka, and I knew I was gonna be a star.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I did stand-up was at my junior prom, and I roasted the senior class, and that's kind of wild to think that that was like the first time. I was, what, 15, 16? And I got up on that stage, and once I got that itch, I thought that was a pig. It's a dog.
The pig's over here.
Yeah, once I got that itch, I was like, I'll never not do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think it's almost even more frustrating to know exactly what you want to do and know it's just going to take so long to get there.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know,
I had no backup plan. My only backup plan, like this goes to hell in a handbasket, I guess, is real estate. So I can sell townhomes like hotcakes. All right. Oh, it's been a day at the farm. And I'll tell you what, when I rolled up to that gate, I had such high hopes. I felt positive. I felt optimistic. And then as soon as I started shoveling shit, I realized we're in it, you know? And God humbles you sometimes. And that's good. That's good. We all need to be humble.
I remember the very first time I got on stage and did stand-up. Okay, mind you. Not like on stage, because I was shaking my ass in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
I was singing God Bless the USA at my talent show.
Of course.
Redneck. I had a mullet.
Yeah.
And an American flag polo.
I did Celine Dion in the 4th grade talent show, Because You Loved Me, and it's like actually like kind of an intense sexual song.
Yeah, but the first time I ever got on stage and did comedy, oh, it was so bad.
Yeah.
I did 5 minutes. And
Scariest 5 minutes of your life?
Yeah, because like I had like this monologue basically that I just memorized.
Yeah.
And I read it like an Easter speech. And it was just not funny.
Yeah.
You know, because I just had it memorized.
Yeah.
And then the next time they were like, well, okay, well, next time we're gonna give you 10 minutes. I was like, bitch, I barely did 5.
Yeah.
But the next time I did the 10 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my stories that I know.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna memorize shit. I'm gonna just get up there and talk shit. I'm gonna just run my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And baby, they ate me up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's what I gotta do.
That's what you gotta do.
And I started doing that, and it went to popping. You know, it just went to popping, sold out the whole first tour, and sometimes I feel guilt from that, you know, because I didn't spend 20 years in doing, you know, small clubs and so I feel like a lot of the times that I'm not respected, or like the comedy world doesn't like me because I am selling more tickets than people that have been doing this for 30 years.
Well, you got to get over that, because I had the same thing, because I came up through Instagram. I'm a classically trained actor. I was doing comedy forever, but I started doing Instagram like, you know, like everyone's doing on TikTok. I
Yeah.
was the original Instagram girl.
Yeah.
And I feel no shame about it. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. You know what I did? I found an opportunity and I seized the day. And I've done the clubs and I've done the grind. But guess what? Don't be mad at me because I popped off because I got a fat ass on the internet.
Well.
You know what I mean? Why are you going to be mad at me for?
Yeah.
Hear me out. Real talk, hear me out. It's different because, you know, I don't know. There wasn't technology. I don't fucking know. I mean, shit, people have AI writing their jokes now. Everyone's an asshole. But don't feel bad about that. Just keep staying true to who you are and do your thing. I'm out here giving actually good sage life advice.
Yeah, like.
I'm about to get bit by a donkey. I mean, what the fuck are we doing?
So far, I feel like Heather has done pretty much exactly how I thought she was gonna do. This bitch can't do this. She's in Gucci, okay?
Oh, the donkey. What's the donkey's name again?
Wookie.
Wookie.
Yeah.
Wookie. Oh, can I touch the horse?
Yeah.
Will it bite me?
No.
Okay. Hi, sweetie.
I figure out why I'm doing all the fucking work.
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared, but also like, hi, sweetie. Can I touch you? They're so big. Hi, baby. Can I touch you? Oh. Oh, beautiful. Can I touch the donkey? Oh, Matt. Obsessed. Obsessed. I'm coming back for you. All right, sorry. We got to get back to work.
I mean, I already did this one.
Sorry. Okay. All right.
We're
next
gonna go
one.
to the next one.
On to the next one.
Oh, hell.
Ooh. I want y'all to know, too, he really lives out here. Like, we are out in the elements. Okay? It was a 45-minute drive from civilization. But you did get a new Dollar General around the corner, so things are looking up.
Dollar General. How's them boots treating?
The boots are good. Honey, I'm good. I perform in boots. You know what I mean? I do have sciatica and a real fucked up back. In fact, once we get out of here, I got to drive back to Atlanta and go see my physical therapist. Shout out to Sandy. But,
Hey, you done left your scoop.
Oh,
baby.
sorry.
Come
Yep. Hi, baby. Oh, my God, I've never really been one with a donkey before. This is fun.
Got any siblings?
I do. I have a sister. I have one older sister. It's just the two of us. You know?
What does she do?
She's an attorney, so gotta have one smart one in the family.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my God, it's just, that one's been sitting in the sun. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, they're crackheads.
Okay, good. That's fun.
Haven't talked to them in a long time.
Okay. All right. Keep showing your toes.
Yeah. Now, your dad passed away.
Glad we brought that up.
Yeah.
While I'm shoveling shit.
Your dad
You know, nothing
passed
like
away.
just family trauma while
Let's
you're
talk
shoveling
about
shit.
it. I mean, my family's crackheads.
Yeah.
My mom died in 2007. Yeah. My birth mom.
Okay.
Then my adopted mom died in 2015.
Okay.
A lot of fucked up shit.
A lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your dad passed away.
2015, of pancreatic cancer.
2015.
2015, and it was
How
quick.
do you feel like that's affected your comedy?
I feel like we're getting real for a second. I feel like I have such a richer point of view and perspective now because I've been through something as heavy as losing my dad to cancer, and it just like enriched my life in a weird way. And I will say this, I say no to very few things, which is probably a problem.
Which is why you're here.
Which is why I'm here, again, unpaid. But I will say that I just know that like you truly, I mean, this sounds so cheesy, but you have to grab life by the the bull horn. What do they say? Grab the bull by the horn. You gotta grab the bull by the horn. I'm sorry, I'm surrounded by a lot of animals right now.
Yeah.
And I do think you just have to go for it. Like I am very fearless in that. Like I don't give. Oh, somebody doesn't like me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rick. What are you doing at T-Mobile, Rick? Shout out to T-Mobile. I'm sure they're a fantastic corporation. But you know what I mean? Like, have you always been a farm gal? Like you've always just, did you grow up on farms?
I grew up in the projects.
Okay, fantastic. Of Birmingham?
Yeah.
Those are some projects.
First 48, baby.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, listen, from one Southerner to the other, we know.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so you grew up there, and then when did you hit the farm?
I hit the farm. I always wanted animals,
Yeah.
but we were too poor to have them.
Yeah.
When I turned 18, I moved into a trailer park.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
projects, trailer park.
Fuck yeah.
King Ranch.
I mean,
that's how it goes.
So I moved into a trailer park at 18 years old, and this horse right here, this black one, I bought her.
Yeah.
And I boarded her at a boarding facility.
Yeah.
Then I met my husband. We bought our first house in 2015. Look quaint.
Look quaint,
you know?
I like that.
And then a bitch come up.
Yeah, a bitch come up.
A bitch.
I would have a farm, but full of French bulldogs. You know, that's my ideal dream is to have a Frenchie farm.
Well, yeah.
And I would need a pool. Come on,
We're
sweet
gonna
girl.
Put him right here. That wrong motherfucking stall.
Oh, they're going everywhere. Okay, I'm actually scared.
Okay.
All right. Are they in the right one?
Yep, they're in the right one.
They're good girls. That's right. We love to see it.
That's a boy.
That's a boy.
All right,
Fantastic.
here comes food.
He's large. Oh my God. He's actually kind of scary.
Stop. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking
I did not
ass.
sign a waiver. I just want you to know I signed 0 waiver, and my face is good right now. And if I get kicked in the face, oh God! If I get kicked in the face by a horse, I will be fucking pissed. Hi, sweetie. Can I? Nope. They both. What does it happen when? What does it mean when they both turn away from you?
That means they ain't fucking with you.
Okay, great. Animals love me.
Yep.
Swear.
All right, we're gonna let these 2 girls in.
Okay, they seem a little more chill.
This is Lolo and Hush Money.
Lolo and Hush Money. Hi, babies. Can I give you a little? Wow. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. There was doo-doo everywhere. Okay, I just think like if you're not used to like being next to giant horses like all the time, when they come barreling past you, it's a little frightening. It is. It's a little frightening. Okay. I'm just gonna chill out on the fence. How you doing? You guys can follow me, Heather K. McMahon. Go to heatherontour.com.
Let's go your stuff.
I got a cruise that we're selling soon, and some tour dates. Okay, it's coming back. I'm cool.
Go.
Oh, cool. We got this under control. Yep, I love this. This is great.
I love how she ain't even got to nothing that's dirty yet. We have not gotten to the chicken coop yet.
Yeah, so I don't do poultry. I just need you to know that. I love tendies too much. If I have to go to the coop, it's gonna ruin things for me. I'll do the pigs, but I ain't doing.
Yes, we got to.
No.
We got to get the eggs out. We got to feed them. We got to get the shit out.
Okay. I very well may die though out here. So, you know, and I'm not a litigious person, but if I have to sue Matt, I will.
How you feeling so far?
I'm feeling a little dusty.
Yeah.
A little crusty and frightened. But other than that, we're fantastic.
You got to be able to laugh at dark shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Like I tell my audience when I get on stage that, look, we're in a dark world.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shit that goes on. And if you can't laugh about something,
you're not gonna make it.
Then don't come to my show.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna offend you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say some backward shit, you know? And if that bothers you, then this isn't the show for you.
Yeah. I always tell people, you know, when they bring their children, I go, that was a bad idea. You might be a bad parent. You know, this is an adult show.
Have you seen how many kids come to my fucking show?
How have they not figured this out?
I don't know.
Okay, we're
Can you
pumping?
give 1 scoop to everybody?
1 pump.
Yep. One pump.
Oh, yeah.
All the way. You only gave a half a scoop.
Oh.
There you go. That's good.
I feel like this is something you do in like a 4-H class. If you give me a glove and ask me to inseminate a cow, I swear to God, I'm peeling out of here in my Audi.
Great. All right. Now, I'll swap you. You do those.
Get this in slow-mo.
Not the slow-mo. Yep. You're doing great.
It's like being back in college. Yeah.
Every time somebody comes
Whiskey
out here,
dick right there.
they think that they think it looks like semen.
Yeah, it does. What do you mean you think it looks like semen? That is the most semen-adjacent liquid I've ever seen. What is it exactly?
It's a joint supplement.
I need that. I got a bad knee. I'm going
Yes.
to the orthopedist tomorrow.
Damn, you're falling apart.
Bitch, I'm telling you what, being on the road as many years, it'll knock your ass up. Or out.
I don't want to be knocked up.
I don't either.
I don't fuck with kids.
No.
You want kids?
I do want kids, but
You do?
I do. Yeah, I've done IVF a couple times, but I'm
You're not.
Here's the deal. Back is broken right now. I'm trying to really get healthy and put myself back together, and then. Yeah, but I think I'd be a phenomenal mother.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
So you're married.
I'm married.
How
yeah.
long have y'all been married?
We've been married 5 years, but we've been together 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he want kids?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's different when you're a woman because, you know, I put my career first because I love it and I love what I do. If he could carry the child, that would really alleviate a lot of things.
I mean, you could pay for somebody to carry it. Look what Kim Kardashian did.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2026. How do we not have babies in pods right now?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, Palantir, you want to surveillance us? Build some babies in pods, you fuckers. Okay, oh, here we go.
Put them in the... Yep. So you want kids?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there.
How many?
You know, however, no, I don't think more than 2. Here's the thing, I'm 2 ways. I'm either sensible 2 or I'm going full throttle 6. There's not gonna be an in between. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get like 3. Like, what are we doing with 3 kids? We're either going 2 or 6.
I think 2.
Do you think 2? Yeah.
Probably none, but you know.
Well,
see, I don't
pushing
know.
40. Yeah.
My husband wants kids.
Yeah.
I don't personally want kids.
You have a lot right now.
But here's what real shit. Okay, this is real shit.
Yeah.
Our best friends have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Okay? She said I'm hungry as hell.
Yeah.
When we go to their house,
yeah,
their kids are loud as hell.
Yeah.
Rambunctious, fighting, screaming, running through the house, and they're like, we're so sorry, we're so sorry. And then we come home to our house and it's so quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know that I want my house to be quiet like this forever.
I don't know how to tell you this, just as a quick observer. I wouldn't exactly say that your house would be quiet. Like, you're not also running through the house yelling?
I don't have much family, you know? So
yeah.
I'm like,
you got the twin crackheads.
Yeah, you know, I got the twin crackheads, but that's about it. Like, I don't want to be 70 years old in a recliner by myself.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, and just like chilling.
I think that's why most people procreate, is so they have something to push on the legacy of the horses. And somebody's got to get up and do the damn farm chores.
But I just don't like kids.
Okay.
And I'm in the same, I love my career.
Yeah.
And I'm at an all-time high. And I don't want to put my career on hold for kids.
Well, you don't have to, because you can have kids whenever you want. You know what I mean? Technically. You could just jerk off. You can do a couple of those, do a couple pumps in a bucket, and then you can chill out. I'm the one who's got eggs that are, you know, running out of time. The land before time over here.
I mean, how do you feel about adoption?
I'm totally open to it. It's a lot harder than you think it is.
Yeah. I see a lot of people like, oh, well, then it's not really my kid. But I don't see it like that because my mom wasn't my biological mom, but that was my mom.
So I believe that agape love is the most beautiful type of love, and I feel like I would be open to all of it. Trust me, behind the scenes, we're exploring everything, but, you know, that's something I'll keep close to the chest.
I got some strawberries.
Oh, love it.
Not for you.
Okay.
These are for the chickens.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give them, they're starting to go a little bad.
God,
so
we're going to the
we're gonna
chickens.
take them to the chickens. We're gonna feed them and the pigs.
Okay.
Then we gotta dump this tractor.
Oh, the tractor.
Yep.
Yeah, of the doo-doo?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, do you eat your chickens?
Something nice in
No,
there.
okay. We just use the eggs.
Just the eggs.
I like that. If I had a farm, I'd be eating nothing but, you know, beans and toast all day. I wouldn't be able to. I love a tender.
I mean, I love a tender.
I love a tender.
I love a tender,
Yeah.
a big juicy tender. But see, I know that like, I can still eat them and take care of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Heard.
But also, cause the shit is good. You know, it's
Yeah, it
just
is good.
It's really good, and I fucks with it.
Yeah, same.
And honestly, those are a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, I can tell. They've been eyeing me up, sizing me up, and I don't feel confident going into this pen, but I'm willing to do it. I'm here.
These are my little babies. These are my silkies.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Ladarius came outside.
Oh, Ladarius, not Ladarius.
Look at him. He's
Oh, hilarious Ladarius.
Hilarious Ladarius.
Oh my God, sorry, I got a bad knee.
Hilarious Ladarius.
Don't get out of shape. Okay, that's the biggest lesson, because once you get out of shape, it's too hard to get back in shape. So if you're fit now, fucking stay fit. All right, because Aunt Chi-Chi over here is hurting. Oh, what's that noise?
Aunt Chi-Chi.
That's the pigs.
Okay, all right, yep, I'm ready. Did you hear that noise? Those are the pigs. They sound like they're dying.
This is Winnie and Winston.
Walked right through the plate, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, frothing at the mouth.
Yep.
That's not terrifying.
He sits. He's very smart, Winston. Winston, sit. Hey. Sit. Sit.
Sit, Winston.
Excuse me.
Will it bite me?
Probably.
Oh, goddamn. Goddamn. Okay.
Hey. Sit.
Just feed it, Matt, so we don't get bit.
Sit. No, he gotta do his manners. Winston. Winston. You ain't finna get fed today if you
Stubborn like my ex, too.
Yep.
Just put it
Stubborn
down,
like
Matt.
my
Come
ex,
on.
too.
Winston. Sit. Winston! He out here making me like a bad mom.
And what kind of breed is this?
These are Koonie Coons.
Koonie Coons. That is not actually the scientific breed name.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Good job. job. There you go.
See?
Wow.
We gotta feed the babies first.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get.
Get back in.
Look,
Rhonda, in.
You're
Rhonda, in. That she looked like a Rhonda. I don't know if that was her name. She looked like a Rhonda. Rhonda, I like Rhonda. Rhonda, Linda, Barbara, Cheryl, Tamara. That's the vibe I'm getting.
That's like all white women.
All white women, yeah. From like, you know, the early 90s.
I feel like there needs to be like a.
We could have Rhonda and Sharonda, too. And that's all doo-doo?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. How many eggs are you oh wow, the eggs are right there.
Hold on. Let's put it over there so you don't, yeah, there you go. Great.
Is that enough?
Puts a little bit more. You're doing I wouldn't say a great job, but.
Who has done a great job? I'm out here with enthusiasm. You're grilling me with questions. I almost got bit by several animals, and I still have a positive attitude.
You do.
Okay, where's my white wine?
It's in the house.
Thank God.
Come on, let's
When can we go back to the house?
We gotta get the eggs.
The eggs, okay. Oh my God, look at, can I touch it, Silky?
Yeah.
Will it, hi baby. Hi. Hi baby. Hey Sharonda. Ooh. Hey Cheryl. Oh, it's so little. It's so little. Oh, fuck. I see those big chickens.
Okay, we got to get all these eggs, and there's a lot of them.
Okay.
Oh, man.
You lost one? Oh. What does that mean? Yeah, what I think it is.
An abortion.
Not in the state of Alabama, I'll tell you that right now.
Hell no. Now, all these moms, they're trying to be moms, like you.
Yes.
But
my sisters.
Yeah, but
solidarity.
So unfortunately, I will have to remove the eggs from them.
I'm gonna let you do that because as from one woman to the other, I'm not gonna fuck around and find out. You know, these bitches have said, I'll put them in my pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not reaching under.
Yeah, you just put your hand underneath there.
I'm gonna watch you do that first, yeah?
Come on, Heather.
Okay, I'm not reaching under a bitch. If a bitch reached under me, I would bite.
They don't bite, though.
Okay. Look how beautiful that is. All right, so.
I'm gonna give them some of their eggs, though, because these are broke, and we got a lot of them.
Wait, they're eating the egg?
Yeah. Good protein.
I didn't know that the chickens ate the egg.
Yeah.
You know, what came before, the chicken or the egg? Apparently it's all one.
No. Hold her.
God, no. Am I gonna Oh, God!
Ow! You gotta bite me!
Take it!
Give my hand!
Sorry, that scared the shit out of me. Oh! Bitch, I'm come in peace. I'm sorry. Girl, I'm sorry. I don't blame you. I feel like I'm gonna end up with something. Sometimes when you wear overalls, it's worse than a romper. You know, my thong is in my throat. And I don't know why I went thong. I don't know. Oh, fuck, I just touched my vagina. Oh, God, I touched my vagina after I touched the poultry. God, am I gonna end up with some sort of weird yeast infection from the chickens? Just did a wellness check on your dog, Maggie. She's old, but she's with us.
She's
so
with
that's
us.
all we can ask for these days.
Okay,
What's next?
So I'm gonna leave this last option up to you.
Oh, thank God.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
options.
I would love for this to be easy for you. So would you prefer to both involve shit.
Okay.
So
Figured as much.
we can finish cleaning the chicken coop. Or we can dump the horse shit into the tractor and I'll let you dump the tractor.
Wait, like I'm getting on the tractor?
Yeah.
Like I'm driving? I'm literally riding dirty?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's do a tractor, baby.
Okay.
I'm riding dirty.
Okay, so I just dump it right there?
Dump it in that track, yep.
Zoom in on that ass. If comedy ever slows down, I'm gonna do an OnlyFans. Zoom in on that ass. You know there's some freak out there that this is their king. You know what I mean? Look at that. Oh yeah, daddy.
Heather.
Yeah. You like that jump? The motherfucking
Yeah, daddy.
You like that shit, baby? And that's how you buy a beach house. You heard it here first. Okay, sorry. Actually, let me help.
You buy a beach house.
Listen, I'm trying to expand my real estate portfolio. And sometimes you got to get weird with it.
Come on.
Okay.
You're gonna sit up here, I'm gonna walk you through it.
Okay, I got a bad knee. Might need a little boost. Get your hand behind that ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
shit
yeah.
is funny.
I mean, talk about living.
What is going on up here?
What do you mean?
You got ADHD?
What do you think? Can I be honest with you? In the womb, my mom said, I have eczema, okay? I've got a slew of things, but I don't let that stop me. You know, I don't see my ADHD, my eczema, my sciatica, my crippling acid reflux, and, you know, possibly barren womb. I don't see that as a handicap. I see myself as handy-capable, helping white women everywhere.
Handy-capable.
All right, let's crank this bad bitch up.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we even crank anything, this, well, you're Jessica Simpson. This is your brake.
My brake.
Okay. This is your gas.
I don't feel confident in this,
Yep.
okay? Yep.
The right is your reverse.
Okay.
All right, let's give her a crank.
Ooh, y'all get out of the way. I don't want...
All right, let's pick the bucket up.
Ah! Can I put on sunglasses?
Sure.
Is that gonna fuck y'all up? Wait, what's the brake again?
That one is the brake.
So do I need to have the foot on the brake?
Put it in low.
In low?
Let it off.
Woo! Great.
I don't know the grace.
Where do I go? Where do I take
We're
the
gonna
shit?
go over here to the cliff.
We're literally going to the cliff?
Yeah, that's the drop off.
Okay, watch your toes. I'm worried. Oh, going over an anthill. Watch your toes. Fire ants. We're out in Alabama. Roll Tide! Kidding. Don't hotty toddy. All right, we literally are just shoveling the shit. We're just throwing it off the cliff. Okay.
Yep. On up in there.
Right, like right here, okay?
No, you gotta go up in there.
Oh, I'm not trying to go off the cliff in a John Deere.
A little bit more.
Okay, is this good?
A little bit more.
I'm terrified.
A little bit more. You're about to go off the cliff. Put it on the brake.
Okay. Now what do I do?
Pick the bucket up. Yep. Put it to the right.
Oh, yeah!
Pick it up.
Yeah, she doing good on that.
Get a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's more in there. All right, now reverse.
All right, watch out, back it up. Safety first. Oh, I don't want it towards me. All right, wait, how do I reverse? Oh, this one.
Oh my God.
Coming back.
This bitch is crazy as hell.
Hey guys, you can check me out on OnlyFans. My account is Big Juicy Jugs and Horse Turds.
She is just really, my God.
Where do I bring it back?
Don't drive on my side, bitch.
I'm coming.
You on my side.
I'm going as fast as
You
it
on
goes.
my side.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the side. Get out of the way. Shit.
Damn.
Watch out, Chance. Watch out, Boo Boo. Yeah.
Back it on up.
And just like that.
All right, now, put the bucket down. Pull up your parking brake. Put it in neutral.
Well, how do I know if it's a neutral?
No, really.
Turn it off. There you go.
And
now there's
that's
a
the way
fucking
we go.
wasp. There's a wasp. There's a wasp. There.
Not afraid of it.
Okay,
and I'm
good.
gonna tell you why I'm not afraid of wasps. Okay, today I've almost been bit by a horse. I have been shit on. I
When
have
that
been
shit
bit by a
stings,
bird.
man.
I have a pig looked me dead ass in my eyes and said, "I'm gonna destroy you." You think I'm scared of a wasp now? Hell no. If I was ever gonna do a Scared Straight program for juvenile young women, I'd take them out to Matt's farm and just say, "Good luck to you." All right. I look hot on this, don't I? We do a little photo shoot, like a, you know what I mean? Just feel like, give them what they want. Give the YouTubes what they want. A little bit of that ass, you know what I'm saying? Actually, it's for my husband. If you could just splice this together and send it to him, that'd be great. Thank you. So Matt, I love you. Good to spend the day with you, but fuck all the way off, okay? I got poultry pussy now.
Poetry pussy, it's fucking hilarious. Fell asleep watching that. Fell asleep watching that shit too. I fell asleep watching everything. Can't watch that. I had to watch that by myself. Everyone drop already. Oh, there you go. Ooh, I need that. Give me that shotty. Batman one. Yeah. Somebody already know. Oh, that's a fight I can't win. I'm out. That's a fight I can't win. Took one out. It's hard to take one out. Oh shit. Oh, they disappeared? Oh, what the? I got 2 kills. That shotgun ass. That one. Kill him. They took my shotgun and used it. Why not do that? We have not found a gun yet. It's not good. Let's try not to die fast this time. This shotgun was killing me. Who got me? We all did. That's kind of dope. Oh, she saved us. Let's see. Might be in luck. We might be in luck. Appreciate you. That vibration. No, I just got down. Leave me alone. Oh, I just got rebooted and I ain't got no gun, really. Oh no! Man, this shit is gay, bro. This shit gay. I literally just got fucking down, bro. That shit is gay. Why they respawn me next to somebody? Shit gay. He out of there. He out of there. He out of there. Fucking dog. Where is it coming from? I didn't know that. I didn't kill him. Got the panda. Uh-oh. Everybody went. On the fire over here. Ah. Oh man. That shit lagging, bro. No, that ain't it. I said last live 2 hours ago.